Welcome back, educators. We're still on the Google Tools Masterclass and we are discussing Google Docs. So today we're going to look at how we can use Google Docs to cite our exam questions. So the first thing you do, you click on this plus sign. You can choose from the template, but you need to be online to choose from the template. And then you can choose a new docs file. You could choose Word file if you like, still the same thing. And the first thing you do is to rename your document and call it Tracy exams basic 4. So you can start writing, you start typing your questions. We'll start with the name of your school. Little Jewels Academy. Little Jewels Academy. Second time examination. Basic 4. Second term examination. When you type class basic 4. Time allowed 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour. Remember, you have to still include the address. Number 4 Fairfield Street, Wuse, Zone 4, Abuja. Full stop. All of them should be put. Then the alignment should be at the middle. Should be at the middle. And the font size. And the font. Okay, change the font. And then you still need to adjust it. Second thing is okay. You need to title. It's too big, just leave it like that. Okay, so I'm editing this document without data, which means once you are using your phone, you can use DocDocs without data, but if you're using system, you need to be online. You need to be online. Okay, let's change the font of this one. So you can change the color as well. You change the color too. The color is change the first color. Second color is change the color too. Last, change the color too. Okay, let's use purple. I think purple will go here. Okay, purple. No, purple. Yeah, like dark purple. And then change the color of the time to click on this A sign as usual. Come down to text color, click on it. And change the color. And here we go. So this is the heading, and then we proceed. Change the color back to black and bold it. Where you start instructions. Attempt all questions. Then move to the next line, write section A. And then now you start properly. Question 1. From the table below, describe each picture with five sentences. Okay, from the table below, describe each picture with 5 sentences. Well, that means we are going to insert a table. So you click on this plus sign, you go to table, it says 3 columns, 3 rows. Insert, and here we are. The table has been inserted. You can increase the size of the table. Okay, so with this bar on top of the table, you can use it to increase the size of the table and reduce it as well to make it equal. Then by the side also you have it. You can see the bar by the side. You can also use it to increase the table, the width of the table, and reduce it. So it gives you option if you want to increase it or reduce it. That's what the bar is there for. So you click on it and then you take it back. You can click on it, take it forward. Same with the side. You click on it. Same with the one you have on this side. So you can use it to increase or reduce each cell. Okay, so let's say I want to insert something on this table now. I need to click on it here like this, or maybe take it like this. Then increase it, or bring it back this way. Click on it, move it back. Can you see it now? This one will be too small, so you can just make them equal. Or sometimes you just click on the cell, you can choose to give you option, select all, delete column, delete table. Maybe you just need only 2 columns. You highlight the column, you delete the column. If you want to merge cells, it means you are merging it. Can you see now? This is an example of a merged cell. I have merged the 2 cells, so I'm going to undo it. You can click on merge cells, and we have what we have now. Okay, so let's say I want to merge only 2 of this cell. Only 2 of this cell. I'll now click on it, merge cell. I've merged the 2 cells. Then maybe, do I really need this column? Even this one too. Click on it, merge cells. So I've merged 2 rows in the table. So now let's say now I want to insert picture now. Click on the plus sign, go to your image from cameras, and I select this, and you see I can actually increase it. I have inserted a picture. This another. So always click on this bar on top. If you want to reduce it or you want to increase it, click on the bar on top. It will increase it or reduce it. Can you see? So now I want to increase another picture. I want to insert another picture here. Click on image from photos, and then I make my selection again. So the question says, from the table below, describe each picture with 5 sentences. I've inserted my pictures. First of all, I inserted the table, and then I inserted my pictures. So now it's left for them to describe it. They can look at the picture and describe it. Okay. So you use the bar on top to either increase or reduce the size of the table. So this is how it works. I can reduce it or increase it. So that is that about that. You have this. So we have the pictures in the table, and that is my question 1. Okay, so maybe while in my class, this is the book I read in Little Red Riding Hood, and then at the end of the day I want to set questions with it for my learners, so I can decide to do something like this, put the pictures there and let them use their own word, their own terms to explain the pictures, to help me to know who is following and who has understood what I am saying. So we go to question 2. Okay. Another word used for crew is, I can put my dash there. Another word used for crew is, I'll put the option A. Let's see, kind. B, gentle. C, wicked. And then I proceed to question 3. Little Red Riding Hood is an example of what? It's an example of what kind of novel? And A, all right, pathetic. B, comic. C, happy. Correct. Happy ending or empathic novel. Pathetic, that's a story with a sad ending. Comic is like storybooks, something that you can just enjoy within it. And if you write comedy, that's a book you read and you were laughing almost all through. That's an example of a comedy. Okay. Then question 4. Read the passage below and answer the questions that follow appropriately. Okay, so now I'm going to insert a paragraph. And say, once upon a time, there lived an old woman with her granddaughter living in the woods in eastern Yorkshire. Okay, so I may decide to add more to this passage, and at the end of the day I can add up to 5 to 10 questions, as many as I would want to add. So this is simply a brief description of how you can use Google Docs to set your exam questions. Don't forget, when I'm through, I'll click on that 3 dots at the top right corner of the document and then click on share and export. Anyway, since I'm offline, I won't be able to share, but once you are online, you can always share this document with anybody. Could either send a copy, make a copy, or you add people to comment. Now once you are offline, you can't share the document, you can only save it. So if you click on this tick sign, automatically your questions are saved. So let's go back and see. This is it here. Click on the three dots by the side here, click on it, and then you have options. You can either move, you can make it available offline, you can rename it if you no longer want the name you use. So now if I copy this link, now let's say I copy the link. Okay, if you are online, it will bring out the link. I could copy the link and then paste it in Google Classroom. You click on it to access this document. Or if I were online, I could send the copy to either a WhatsApp platform, Telegram, Google Classroom, Facebook, or any other platform we use to collaborate and communicate. And my learners or my colleagues can access it, make adjustments, make comments, edit, and send it back to me. So there are a lot of things you can do with Google Tools and Google Docs. This is also another one. This one is on classroom management. You decide to make your own like this. You already understand how to merge cells. You can see this place here. The cells were merged. This class attention signals. If you click on it, you see that the cells were merged. Then the rest, my morning routines, you can see it here, the way it is. So you can do something like this. There are a lot of things you can do with Google Docs. You could create themes and insert pictures just like what we did. You could do something like this again and create your table, include your pictures. Depending on the creativity of the teacher, there's no limit to what you can do with Google Docs. You can do a lot of things. And here I have something like my journal. This is because you can see the background is yellow. This is because the page color under the page setting has been changed. So if you want to change the background color, you can go to your page setup and click on page color. You can put any color you want it to be. It's just all about your creativity. If a teacher is very creative, there are a lot of things. There's no limit to what she can do with Google Docs. So there are a lot of things you can use it for. Just take your time, go through it, and even the table can be colored as well. You could color the tables. You see it? Could color the tables. So there's no limit to what you can do with Google Docs. So with this, I hope you'll be able to make your own worksheets or question papers for your learners. I would like to see what you can do with Google Docs. Please make any attempt and send your document to me. I'll be glad to go through it. Thank you.